All right, what is up, y'all? Astronomical 13 back here with another roster investment update video. If you watched the last video I made on June 13th, that's 9 days ago, I gave you guys 5 players you need to invest in for this next update. And right now they're looking really, really good. So the first player I told you to invest in was Gunar Henderson. He was going for about 4,800 when I invested in him. He's up to 5,000 right now. We only bought 11 of him just because he is a little bit expensive, and I'm no money spent, so I ain't got it like that. But he's looking really, really good. He just hit 2 home runs either last night or the night before. He's going to get an upgrade. So go ahead, continue to invest in Gunar Henderson. His price really hasn't budged. One of the other players I told you to invest in was Garrett Crochet. I got 60 of him at 1,900 stubs. Right now he's going for 3,000 stubs. Diamond quick sell. But honestly, if you really have a lot of stubs to play with, he's still worth investing in because I think he could go to 86 or 87 overall. 86 overall is a 3,750 quick sell, I believe, and 87 overall is a 4,500 stub quick sell. So if he goes up to those, overall ratings, you're still going to be able to make stubs on him. Another guy I also said you should invest in is Steven Kwan. He's basically guaranteed to go diamond at this point. I mean, he's flirting with batting 400 right now. He's hitting homers. I think he's got 6, which is his career high already. He's doing really, really good. Bought him at about 1,500 stubs. He's going for about 2,500. So that's looking really well. We also talked about Royce Lewis here from the Minnesota Twins. Bought 20 of him. He's looking really good. We bought him at about 1,250. He's going for 2,000 right now. He's looking like an MVP candidate. If Gunnar Henderson and Aaron Judge weren't balling out, he'd be one of those guys in line. He's only played in like 10 games, so he's not an MVP candidate, but he is a future MVP candidate just because of how good he is. He's only played a full season's worth of games, and he's just got like a 950 OPS, just really insane numbers, and he's just a really good young player. So continue to invest in Roy Lewis. Maybe not at this price, but just in general, if he goes up to an 83, 84 overall this week, keep a really close eye on him. And then the very last guy we talked about on the Milwaukee Brewers was Brian Hudson. He's looking really, really good right now. If we got to find him first, bought 150 of him, bought him for 120 stubs. He's up to 190 stubs. He's continuously pitching really well. He has not given up a run in, I believe, 3 outings since we talked about him last. So if you have the stubs, invest in Brian Hudson. Right now he's a 76 overall, so quick sells for that are only 75 stubs. In order to make stubs back on him, he needs to go gold. I'm not sure if he'll go gold this week, but hopefully in the near future he can. He's striking out a lot of guys and he's not walking a lot of guys, so both those numbers need a really big bump. But anyways, I got 4 more players for you guys today. We're going to make that 9 players we're investing in for the roster update. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and let's jump right into it. For my first player, we are going to the World Series champion Texas Rangers, and we're going to be talking about the guy that locks down games for them. We are talking about the old 37-year-old ancient Kirby Yates, who's kind of dealt with some injuries, kind of was not pitching for a bit, but he is back and he is more dominant than he has ever been. Right now, Kirby Yates is going for 230 stubs, so he's losing a little bit of the value. I bought a bunch of him at 165 stubs last night. A lot of people are noticing Kirby Yates, buying into him. So as we get closer to this roster update, it's really important that you buy players as early as you can because this week they're just going to get more and more and more expensive. Quick sells for 78 overalls are only 125 stubs. So like I said, you're risking a lot putting in at 230. But, if you look at his inside edge here, he's getting plus 12 to hits per 9, plus 12 to Ks per 9, and that's launching him all the way to an 83 overall. I don't really think it's going to take a lot for him to go gold, which I believe he will go gold. You get to an 80 overall, your quick sell is 400 stubs, 81 is 600, 82 is 900. So I believe he could get upgraded into that range. He's got a career high expected ERA and expected batting average this year. They're both 99th percentile in baseball at a 1.97 expected ERA, and that expected batting average is 166. So he's not allowing any hits at all, and he is super, super clutch. But both of those attribute points don't really need a whole lot of work. But that brings me into my next 2 attribute points, his K rate. So right now he's at about a 94th percentile in K rate at 33.3%. Not represented very well with that 79 K per 9. But both of those, with that, I believe his K number should rise to the high 80s. He does walk a lot of batters, unfortunately, so I really don't think his walks per 9 is going anywhere. And then lastly, I want to talk a little bit about his home runs per 9. Right now he's at 74 home run per 9, But I got a fun fact for you guys. Kirby Yates has not given up a home run at all this year. So look for that home run per 9 to Rays as well. Potentially get that in the 80s. And yeah, Kirby Yates, get your investments in on him. My cat just jumped from monitor. Get investments into Kirby Yates. He's going to get upgraded this week. All right, and for this second player, I'm going to need you guys to hear me out a little bit here. We're going to the Pittsburgh Pirates, and we're talking about investing in Paul Skeens. Right now, he's a 79 overall, and he's selling for 1,500 stubs on the market. I know what you're saying. His quick sale value is only 150 stubs. This is against like your principle. You always look for value, but I really do think this is good value. Now, the reason why I say that is I think he's guaranteed to become at least an 83 overall this week. If he becomes an 83 overall, his quick sale value is 1,200 stubs. So, I mean, his price isn't going to change at all. And there is a very small chance he actually just jumps up to diamond right away. I don't think that's going to happen, but there is a chance. Now, the reason I think this is a very huge investment you need to make is because when he goes to an 82 or 83 overall in this next roster update, his price is going to take another jump because more and more people are going to get on board with this hype train and more on board with him going diamond. So I think he's going to get to an 83 overall, and his price is probably going to jump up to like 21 or 2,200 as we get closer to that next roster update. And it's going to be kind of like a Garrett Crochet situation where he goes up to 3,000 stubs as people just anticipate that badge, changing to that blue diamond color. So why not invest in him now and get that value while you can, because this is a guy that by the end of the year, his life series overall could be a 90. So you never know there. But anyways, as terms as his attributes go, he's got a 96 percentile K rate. He's got a 92nd percentile walk rate. Those are both very elite. His K per 9, walks per 9 could skyrocket. He's got an expected batting average of 212, which is 85th percentile. Expected ERA of 275, which is 91st percentile. Look for hits per 9 to go up, clutch to go up. He's yet to show any weakness in his game. So if he keeps it up, he's going to get upgraded to the moon, as my cat interrupts again. But anyways, invest into Paul Skeens. He's also dating Livy Dunn, so that's also a plus for him. And yeah, let's get on to the third player. All right, and for my third player, I am showing a little bit of Northside pride here, and I am talking about 73 overall Michael Busch, first baseman for my Chicago Cubs. He's basically going for quick sell. Quick sell is 25 value, or 25 stubs for a bronze. He's going for 33 stubs. In the month of June, he's got a 357 average and a 973 OPS, so he's swinging a really, really hot bat right now. They're not going to change the attributes, but Michael Busch has been one of the best fielding first basemen in the league. That 52 fielding isn't really fair for that, but like I said, that's not going to get a touch. Shouldn't even have brought it up. Doesn't really matter. He's got a 12.4% walk rate, which is 9th percentile. Possibly he should get a discipline increase this week. He's already at 74, but I could see that number getting to the 80s. He's got an 811 OPS on the season with a 250 plate appearance sample size. I'm not saying he's elite or a flashy player. He's very, very solid, and I think a player like Michael Busch that's very, very solid should easily get to a silver. And this is a risk-free investment you need to make as well. If he gets to the silver, you're looking at a quick sell of at least, 50 stubs, possibly 75 stubs or 100. If you buy 1,000 of Michael Busch at 33 stubs, you're looking to make a really good profit if he gets up to that silver range. Go ahead and invest yourself into some Michael Busch. Now, for my last player, we are going to Cincinnati, and we are talking about starting pitcher Nick Lodolo. He's going for 741 stubs right now, which is a little bit over his quick sell value. His quick sell value is 600 stubs. But what's really important to note here is if he gets to an 82 overall, that quick sell value is 900. If he gets to an 83 overall, that quick sell value is 1,200. I project Nick Lodolo to get to an 83 overall, making his quick sell 1,200 stubs. That way you can make about 400 to 500 stubs a pop, depending on the price that you get him at. He's allowed 51 hits in 65 and a half innings, rather. He's got an expecting batting average of 217. I think his hit per 9 numbers and pitching clutch numbers should, have a good size boost. He's only got a 48 pitching clutch, and he's been really, really good. I think he's got a whip around 1 with runners in scoring position this year, so he's doing a really, really good job there. He's got a solid K and walk per 9 numbers. He's got a career best walk per 9 this season, so he could see a slight bump there. I don't really see the K per 9 getting touched, but yeah, walks per 9, hits per 9, pitching clutch should all get a little bump here. I don't want you to invest huge into this guy because I don't really see him on Diamond Watch yet, but you should be able to easily make 400 or 500 subs like I just said on Nick Lodolo. He should easily get an upgrade this week. And that's going to do it for me, guys. If you enjoy the roster update content, make sure you like, subscribe. If you guys are interested in me, using a different format to talk about these roster updates, potentially a Discord, we can have a Discord channel where we talk about all the investments you guys are making. Just let me know. Anyways, as usual, drop in the comments who you think is going to go diamond, who's going to go gold, who's going to go silver this week. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.